Good evening, and today is the 31st. It's the last day of August, I have to say. And the last day of August 2021, the 31st. And tomorrow is the 1st. It's a brand new month. It just, as they say, flew by. Yeah. So I have in my hand today's notes for the Sean's stories, and let's just go ahead and rip into them. First of all, there was one thing that I seen let's talk about Disney right quick. One thing that I seen today was really yummy looking. It was one of those caramel apples. Now, I don't think it was a caramel apple. It was the new chamoy candy apple with spiced vial from the Big Top Souvenirs in Magic Kingdom. Now, if you don't know what the Big Top Souvenirs is it is a if you haven't been to Walt Disney World ever, right, and you don't know what Big Top Souvenirs, they had a lot of souvenirs in there, plus lots of like candy foods and stuff like that, like just like the candy apples. And then they made it, since everything that's been going on, and while it was just kind of reopening, and it was after Walt Disney closed and then it reopened, it was a almost like a cooling station, and now it's back, but it's not with all the souvenirs. It's just a place to eat, and they have treats. So, here's the last time I went there, back in 2019, to the Big Top, I remember I ate a caramel apple there, and those apples are fantastic. I love them. So I can only imagine what this candy apple tastes like. I bet you it's wonderful tasting. It's probably one of the best things there. I love caramel apples, especially in the fall time. I love fall time. It's my favorite time of year, not just because my birthday is in the fall time, but also because I like the leaves, and I like the football, and I like the sunsets in the fall. I really like fall time. I'm not really too happy about what happens with the daylight in the fall time, and that brings me to number one on my list. I was reading today about a friend of mine who posted on his Facebook feed in regards to that they were upset that we were going to lose in a month 2 hours of daylight. And I was like, so I got on my computer and I went over and got to timeanddate.com. I think that's the name of it, where I always look up the chart, and you can see where you can get the sunset and the sunrise and sunset times. You can also get the nautical twilight, the civilian twilight, the different types of twilight times, when they end and when they begin. But here's the thing. I too get sad when we are losing daylight. So, for instance, right now, as we speak, today, tomorrow, on the 1st of September, we will still have about 13 hours of daylight. The days are not any shorter. That's a fallacy, a mythological speak, per se. The days don't get shorter. The time that we have daylight gets shorter, not the day. The day is always 24 hours. It's just the amount of light that we are getting depends on, where we are in the year. So right now we're at 13 hours. And by 1 month from now, October the 1st, we will be down to 12 hours. So in 30 days, we lost 60 minutes. It's about two minutes or so a day that we're losing off of daylight. Now, then at the end of October, on the 31st-ish, then we fall back. Why do we fall back? There's some laws that people have put forward, have introduced into our legislation here in Michigan, trying to get rid of this entire moving the clocks in the fall and the spring, falling back in the fall, springing ahead in the spring. What does it do for us, really? They say, well, this is what happens. So, by the time that it gets to be October 31st, November the 1st, here in Michigan, the time that the sun rises is almost it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. So they say, wait a minute. We want to have, in the morning time, we want the sun to come up earlier. We'll set back 1 hour. So the sun starts to rise at 8 o'clock in the morning then. And then at nighttime, instead of having that extra daylight at 6 o'clock at night, we'll just move it to 5. Because we're losing that hour, and we're adding that hour. We're shifting an hour back, so we get more daylight in the morning time, and we'll just lose it off in the end of the day. I mean, nobody needs any more light after 5 o'clock. Who needs it? I understand it's in the daytime, but by the time you get home, if you're working past 5 o'clock, it is really, you feel sad. I almost need one of those things on my desk. One of those imitation sun deals. Maybe I'm going to get one of those lava lamps. Not a lava lamp, but the new lava lamp. The one that looks like a chunk of lava. Anyways, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Put it right there in the description, in the comment section. Not in the description. That's for me. Comment section is for you. All right. But if we didn't do the falling back, then in December-ish or something like that, it would be that we would have light at the worst situation without doing all the switching of the hours. At the worst, at the smallest amount of daylight, would still be 8 hours, and it would start from 9 o'clock in the morning is when the sun would rise, and we would still have light until 6 o'clock at night. It would still be light for only a half an hour or an hour after getting out of work. I don't know. I mean, it's I guess it's your preference of you want to have the light when I get to work and not when I get home. I guess it's more useful, they say, for the kids going to school because they get out before 5 anyways. So they get to walk to school in the light, sort of. And then farmers too, because farmers, of course, they quit at 5 o'clock. Sun goes down and they still have hours. The hours would be earlier in the morning. I'm just saying. I don't know. I've heard all sorts of excuses to find out why things are the way they are, and I don't know. They are just that way. Today, Tuesday, was the time that we remembered my grandmother. In the Jewish religion, we have the yearly lighting of a candle called the Yahrzeit candle to remember our loved one. And anyways, that was today. And hold on a minute. I wanted to talk about this summer, unlike the other summers, kind of remind me of my childhood summers back when I was a young buck, when I was basically hanging out in Ohio at my grandmother's house, because there were all of the cicadas. Now, it is 2021 now, and it would have been about maybe 35 years ago. Now I'm going to have to do some researching here. What were the cicadas doing 35 or so years ago? Was there a big cicada rush or cicada, I don't know what you call that, the rise of the cicada? But are the cicadas, were there a lot of them back in whatever time, 1984, 1980, maybe? Were there a bunch of cicadas then? But all I remember is being at my grandmother's house, hearing all the cicadas in the hot summer like today. They've been stronger. They've been a lot of cicadas. You can hear it. It's that continual buzzing when you walk out the door. I hear the bats are really happy. I think bats eat cicadas. I could be wrong about that. I do know they eat mosquitoes. I don't know how they do that. They have this bat vision. They can see in the night. They don't run into anything. They eat little bugs. They eat mosquitoes. That's a good trade-off. As long as the bats don't attack me, and they're eating the mosquitoes that attack me, I'm okay with that. I'm all right. I'm down with I'm down with that. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't know. And just for some people, this is going to be interesting. I'm just curious. I want to know, where did the OK symbol, where did it come from? I know that's a very contested symbol. I don't know why I just asked this. But anyways, it's a very contested symbol, which in some countries you do not use the OK symbol. And here in the United States, some people think that it's somebody showing some type of white power or something. But I'm just curious to know, where did the OK symbol originate from? That's something I'm also going to look into and report back, because I think it's important to know, where the heck did we start this OK business at? But OK is a word that we use quite a bit, and we always use that as the O and the K. I think it has something to do with sign language. I'm not really sure. I forget. But I'm going to look at. We're going to look into that, because I want to know. And just because some ding dongs, and that's the word for people, it's a nice unsweary word, is ding dongs. You could be eating. Let's not go there. But anyways, those hostess, you could eat hostess ding dongs. But anyways, so let's just regroup here for a minute here. And this is what I'm saying, is just because something is hijacked does not make it bad. So anyways, that's what I'm saying there. Yeah, so it is the end of the month. It is the end of August. I have here my planner pages. And we're going to talk. I was at one point in time, I was going to keep the planner pages. Oh, you're so beautiful. I love you. I can't get rid of you. We have to. I'm saving you forever. But no, I'm not going to do that. We're going to throw them away, and they're going to go into the trash. And I will not play taps when I throw them away. But that is exactly what we're going to do. The notes will be a fond memory. If the trash guy reads them, he'll try to figure out what's been going on. Anyways, if you have not done so, we're now up to 501. That's 501. That's like one past 500 subscribers, which is actually really, really wonderful. I mean, I really appreciate everybody that is watching. I love comments. We always love comments. So don't be shy for leaving the comments. We love them. And we really love all of our subscribers. So if you are liking the show, it's not really a show. If you like the vlog, it's not a show. A show, there's a difference between a show and a vlog, I guess. I'm talking, this is my vlog. I talk about things that matter. It's a vlog and it's not a show. Even though it could be a show. I don't know. What is your thought on that? When you go to watch vloggers, are you watching Sky quoting shows? Or you just watching people talk about things randomly and they call that a vlog? I don't know. What are your thoughts? What would you call it? I mean, I guess sometimes I'm watching my shows on YouTube. Whatever that means. So, subscribe. That's the cheapest, freest. It's very free. And it costs you nothing to subscribe and support the channel. Yes. That's what we're meaning to get out here. So, just go ahead and subscribe and support and smash that subscribe button. And that's all my advertising that I'll do for that. We really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Anyways, so look forward to the vlog tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to be talking about. I will have to search up the interwebs. My Google alerts are still not working. I don't know what's going on with the Google alerts. I used to get this long list of Disney stuff, and then one day, bada bang, bada boom, it stopped working. I don't know what happened. Google, please fix the Google alerts. I don't know what's happening there. They broke them, and I don't know why. So, I don't know. I used to get a long list of things that were happening in Disney. I'd have this way that I save things, stories, I go back to them, I review them, I read them. It's very procedural here, and I have to say, now I'm getting only a few stories and a short digest. I'm going to have to search the interwebs, watch a lot of YouTube videos, and trying to find out why is it broken again. But I think it's something that Google just did. Maybe they don't want me to find out what's going in Disney. It's a very big secret. I do know that today that the news came out that they are trying to buy back Old Key West. I don't know why Old Key West. Old Key West DVC points from people. You don't like DVC, we'll buy you out. You get 10% more of the current rate. So if you don't like DVC and you had Old Key West and you're talking about ditching, ditch now. That's right. Just go ahead and sell off your points. It's a good time. They're offering a bonus. I don't know. I like the DVC. You know, it's like a marriage between Disney and us. I think it's an investment just like any other stock. Has its up and downs and whatnot. So you're kind of in for the long haul. And I think in the long term, you're saving the money. And that's just my opinion. I mean, you could have a completely different opinion. That's quite all right. So, with that said, that's what went on today. This Tuesday and tomorrow is Hump Day. It's It's also Wacky Wednesday, or whatever you want to call it. Tomorrow, I used to be able to call certain days different days. You'd have a name for each day. But anyhow, talk to you guys now later. And for now, you know what time it is. Over and out.